I'm doing the audio recording now, but I'll do the editing in the morning. Because what's the point of having a timetable? That's no fun. I tend to ignore my one. Belgium. By the way, this is after 10, so I'm going to be a bit quiet. And so I've got my mic to my mouth, meaning that's probably going to be a bit awkward. Not Belgium, Netherlands. It's actually alright. 8/10. Would have liked it a little bit. 1.4 seconds. A little bit poor. Obviously still trying to get used to the game. Obviously this would have been the first couple of laps on this particular morning, so not really surprised that we're that far back, but we would like it so that eventually we are on the ball straight away. But it's not going to happen always, and the race was pretty good anyway. Heading over to Italy. Didn't have the best tests last time at the end of the last game. However, it's much better this time. 4 attempts to pole position, and we didn't crash. And for whatever reason, it seemed like the AI did, because we caught up massively on the final lap, meaning that we did close in a lot. We did struggle quite a bit. Although we were only 4 attempts in qualifying, we were just losing tons of time, and I'm not quite sure why. Turn 4 or 5, really hate that chicane. I want to cut the first part, but whenever I do so, the curb just flings me up into the air, and I see other people do that, but it doesn't actually fling them up, so I get really confused, and kind of just end up going slow. Talking about going slow, Singapore was up next. 2.4 seconds, another one that is horrendously bad. And to be honest, the sectors, 4/10 sector 1, and it's kind of best not to look at sector 2 and sector 3. 1.1 in both of them. So obviously with the rounding, that does equate to 2.4. Yeah, we really need to work on circuits like Singapore. It was just so weird, the way that we were so good in Sector 1 at Monaco, and the first part of Sector 2. But I guess Sector 1 at Monaco really isn't anything really anyway, is it? It's kind of just like Monza Sector 1. The race was terrible, don't look at that either. Japan. They looked alright, Sector 1, Sector 2, and then Sector 3 we bottled it. 5/10 to pole position. We were close to getting a good lap as well. A couple of tenths to pole, I think. But then Casio Triangle happened, and we just bottled it completely. Very good job. And the race was alright. Couldn't make up many positions though, but we got close with the fastest lap, 4/10 as well. Obviously with back markers and that. And then slipstreamed, not back markers, other people. Slipstreamed, all these effectors changing the speed. So, yeah. In the race it wasn't that bad, but would like it to be a bit better, of course. Be like Great Britain and Belgium before the mistake. However, Qatar I knew would not be. Almost 4 seconds. And obviously this was my very first lap at Qatar, so I'm not entirely surprised. However, the race, I tried to stay at the back, make sure that I didn't overtake anyone, just because I wanted the experience of following the AI. Didn't work, and every lap they were at least a second quicker than me. Apart from lap 5, I don't know what happened lap 5, but they were better than me. and always pulled away. So by lap 2, pretty much, I was too far away to actually do anything and improve at the circuit. So yeah, that was fun. And obviously, because I'm recording this ages after, I've had the ability to do other circuits in time trial, and we have definitely got better guitar. USA, we don't really need to get too much better at. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise the gap was 1.3 seconds. Wow. Sector 2 is where we lost quite a bit, 4 tenths. Then Sector 3, 7 tenths. Not entirely sure what's going on there, especially since Sector 1 was quite good, let alone 2 tenths. So, yeah. We seem to like the high speed a lot, which I kind of already knew. I thought the players got better at low speed, but apparently not. And I've also seen a lot of people struggling with the traction and straight line speed of the AI, which I haven't yet, but I haven't done a race yet. The next episode to do, episode 9, is the first race of the season. So I'll have to wait and see how good they are in the straight line. They didn't seem too bad at Mexico, only 4 tenths in Sector 1. But I think that was just turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3. Sector 2, quite poor. It's actually kind of hard to get a rhythm through there, and then turn Sector 3, slow speed, 6 tenths. So overall, 1.6. Yeah, it is a bit hard to get a rhythm through Sector 2. I quite like it to drive. I just can't hook it up most of the time on one lap. So when we get the ability, when I finally learn the ability to be a good driver, we'll be able to knock that out of the park first attempt, which would be very nice. Purely because that means we don't have to worry too much, especially when tyre wear happens. Just look at last season. Brazil. This one was quite good, 1.2 seconds across the entire lap. 3 tenths in Sector 1, I think I can blame that on turn 1. I tried braking late, apparently you're not allowed to do that anymore. Got punished. Same in Sector 2, 9 tenths. Not entirely sure what happened there. And then Sector 3, marginally quicker than the best time, because it is a straight line. And in the race, we were able to stay within 1 second, apart from lap 2, of the best time, and then lap 5, almost 1 tenth. So we do have the pace. We just need to get the experience on this game, and then we'll be there. I've also had a look at doing setups. Probably a bad idea. Should leave them alone, especially when it comes to circuits like Vegas, where we just need to learn them. Looking back at this, I thought that in hindsight, this is worse than I thought it was. 5 seconds. I thought it was better than Qatar. No, Qatar was a smaller circuit, and maybe the portion was a little bit different. We had to restart this quite a bit, purely because I hate that corner that leads onto the strip. Purely because, well, it is Bahrain turn 9 and turn 10. But it's a little bit longer, and it's a little bit more 90 degrees, which for some reason that makes it a lot harder for us. Somehow we're able to stay with the AI a lot more though, which is really weird. Maybe the back markers were a lot slower at this one than they were at Qatar. Anyway, let's go back to a circuit that we do know. Abu Dhabi, 7 tenths. Pursued second half, top 10. 1 tenth Sector 1. 3 tenths Sector 2. And then 3 tenths Sector 3. A little bit annoying that we couldn't be that we weren't that good, but it's fine. Again, the closer these circuits like these are, the easier it will be to equal the AI as we get deeper into the game, because we're already so good. So circuit with 7/10 is pretty good already. It's the circuit with 2 seconds that we need to worry about, purely because that is large. I know 1 second is large in F1, but 2 seconds is large, and you need a lot of work to close that. China, not a lot of work needed here. Pretty much jump onto 89 and AI, and we'll be beating them pretty much. 3 temps behind. We were leading by 2 temps in sector 1, and then sector 2 we kind of just lost it. 2 temps lost, equal, and then sector 3, 3 temps. Not entirely sure there, but I think it's the corner that you can see in the image, the final hairpin. It was turn 11, we went deep. I remember now. We went a little bit deep, messed up our run onto the straight, and then obviously just lost time. Tried to have a good race. We didn't. I think I got damaged at some point. Lap 4. I think I hit someone. Anyway, that's irrelevant. On to France. I'm trying to make a joke, and I'm not supposed to be laughing. But jokes you're supposed to be laughing. And I can't laugh because I wake up when I won't wake up. Everyone, probably some people are still awake. But, it's rude. So yeah, 7 temps. A little bit disappointing. France has been on alright circuit for us. To see it was so bad, it was a little bit annoying. But I guess that's what happens sometimes. In the race, it was a little bit better. Not much though. Tried making up a lot of positions lap 1. Ended up losing them, and we only had 2 to lose. So that was embarrassing. But we were able to make up a couple of positions. Nice move around turn 12 on somebody, and our fastest lap wasn't too far from Charles's fast lap. Then we go over to Portugal. We got our 2nd pole, and obviously this being the last circuit, only 2 poles, which is really nice. 1/10 to max. Sector 1, we were a little bit behind, 200ths. Sector 2, just over 1/10 ahead, and then sector 3, 400ths ahead. Overall result, 1.4 temps. Very good. And then in the race, we were very good. Just controlled it. Fastest lap by 1/10. Very large push on the final lap, and we actually broke away. Did much better than Silverstone, which is actually a surprise. But it was a nice surprise. And this is what we want. Circuits like these, where we're already at the top, because we'll just stay there. But we just got to be careful of the low AI, meaning that we can do worse at these circuits and reduce our ability at these circuits, which we don't want. Lastly, I don't have this screenshot on my laptop, but I have it on my phone. It's a screenshot of the championships. The better we are compared to the AI, the higher up that championship will be, obviously. So obviously we want us to be at the top. Championship doesn't really matter. It all depends on quality in the races, because we can be really close but win the championship easily because we're winning every race. So a little bit irrelevant there, but we want to be at the top, not towards the middle. So I'll have that in the background as now we move over to the AI comparisons. Qualifying 2, the other 13 circuits. Yeah, very disappointing at Netherlands. Italy, really good. Singapore, disappointed. Japan, good. Qatar, not surprised. USA, it's alright. Mexico, it's alright. Brazil, disappointing. Vegas, expected. Abu Dhabi, it's alright. China, good. France, a little bit disappointing. And Portugal, amazing. So as you can see, green lines again. Bottom line, 100 AI. Middle line, 0 line, 94 AI. This is based on what I think 1 AI is, 1/10. Probably isn't, but this is what I'd like to think it is. So then 89 is that 5/10 line, which is what we are going to be doing. So the only circuits that are safe at the moment are Italy, Japan, China and Portugal. It's 4 out of 13. Let's make that 4 out of 11. So it's not too bad actually. And then the next line above that is 79 AI, what we had at the end of last game. And the only circuit that's in trouble is Singapore, which is pretty much at the 59 AI line. Then past the 39 AI line at 3.5. Qatar slotting in between 39 and 19. And then, as you can see, Vegas slotting in between 39 and 19. Not good, a lot of work needed. How does the race look? Pretty good for most of them actually. Very consistent, about 2 seconds on most of the laps. So not bad. The fact that Qatar and Vegas were actually better than Singapore says a lot. China as well, a little bit of mistakes there, so we need to work on that. But with that said, let's move on to all 3. And let's compare them all. This one I had to do the lines actively, place them in instead of fill paint, because these lines aren't actually supposed to be there. So you may be triggered here. Sorry about that. I think there's others here, but I'll have a look at them later. So you can see lines again mean the exact same thing. The circuits are looking in great shape. Great Britain and Portugal, only ones that are better than 94 AI. Belgium only just outside. And then the ones that are looking safe for this season: Belgium, Italy, Japan, and China. Most of them in this second half of the season, which is quite nice, where it gets down to the nitty-gritty. The ones that need a little bit of improvement, but the improvement is going to come from getting used to the game: Bahrain, Saudi, Australia, Imola, Monaco, can't believe I'm saying that, Austria, Hungary, Netherlands, USA, Mexico, Brazil, Abu Dhabi, and France. 13 circuits, half the season, which is not bad. Good fights at most of those circuits, I believe. Not Monaco, of course. And then the ones that need real improvements and quick: Spain, self-explanatory. We already know what happened there. Made a mistake at the final corner, so that it should be lower. Canada, Singapore. Then the ones that are in desperate need of help: Azerbaijan, Miami, Vegas and Qatar. Obviously Vegas and Qatar will come down naturally. And then the race version. Yeah, Britain and Portugal looking the best. Everyone else looking quite similar, ignoring Miami, of course, and Azerbaijan and Singapore, kind of, because retirement and odd laps. Monaco as well. So yeah, it's all looking good. Looking exciting for some competition finally. In actual competition, not competition from AI that should be 2 seconds slower than me. So yeah, that'll be fun. I believe I had one more thing, maybe, to do with comparisons. Yes, here's important cue. So this is sector 1, sector 2, and sector 3, ignoring the full lap time to see where we desperately need the help. Vegas sector 1, Qatar sector 3, and Spain sector 3. We'll just go. We'll go above the Sony line airline only for now. Vegas sector 2 as well as in there, and Azerbaijan sector 2. So yeah, those are the ones that we really need improving. The others will come down naturally, and it's looking fun. It's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun. Last up, the race version of that. So it's all of them except no lap 1. As you can see, Portugal, Britain looking the best, ignoring Azerbaijan, Miami, Monaco, and you can't really ignore Singapore here because it looks quite good. So yeah, over time, the top line will be hopefully 5 seconds, and the average will be about 2 seconds, hopefully. That's what we want, because then that'll be quite entertaining, and hopefully even 1 second maybe towards the end of the game, and that'll be quite nice. I don't even remember what it was at the end of last game. I'll probably put it on screen if I remember. So the last thing before I go to bed at 11 PM is the AI grade, the circuit grades. Here they are in the order of the best. We've got Britain and Portugal, only ones with grade 6, because I was over a tenth quicker. If you need a refresher on the grades, I'll go quickly through the ones that are only on the screen here. Left hand side, based on the gap. So if the AI is quicker by over a second, grade 1. For grade 2, you have to be within 7 tenths and 1 second. For grade 3, you have to be within 4 tenths and 7 tenths. For grade 4, you have to be within 1 tenth and 4 tenths. For grade 5, have to be within a tenth either side. For grade 6, you have to be between 1 tenth and 4 tenths quicker. For grade 7, you have to be between 4 tenths and 7 tenths quicker. For grade 8, between 7 tenths and 1 second quicker. And then finally, grade 9 for over a second quicker. Then the right hand side is based on how many there are. So the best one will always get a grade 9, and the worst one will always get a grade 1. Not depending on the gap, just depending on how all the others. So that's all of it. Sorry I'm a bit quiet. I'll try and boost myself up as loud as I can. But yeah, it's looking good for the season. Can't wait. I'll be doing the race 2 days back. Well, in the morning after this comes out, hopefully. For me, 2 mornings time, and it's looking good. Australia will be the first race, because my calendar is much different from real life. More environmentally friendly, going to the closer circuits, or close circuits at work, and fit with previous experience. For example, Spain and Monaco go together, and Belgium and Italy go together. So yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye. Why did I press lap? Oh, I shut down my laptop and I need to record this somehow. Poop. And on my phone as well.